My name is Richard Lee. I'm over 25 years a solicitor, and I've often thought it would be helpful and informative for buyers if a short, simple video was put together saying, this is what you need to know. So with that in mind, what I've done is I've met with Caroline Murray from AIB, who's going to tell us about her experience as a mortgage advisor. Caroline, can you tell me who you are and what it is you do?
Yes, Richard. My name is Caroline Murray and I'm a mortgage advisor in AIB Dundrum. So I meet with customers who are looking to inquire about how to apply for a mortgage and to find out how much they can borrow. And
are there limits to how much they can borrow?
Yes, there are Central Bank of Ireland rules that we need to follow. So there is loan to value, how much of a loan the customer can get towards the value of the property. And with that, they would need to require a deposit of 10% for first-time buyers and 20% for home movers. If it's a one-bedroom property, they need to provide 25% of a deposit. The other part to it is loan to income. So how much of a loan you can borrow towards the amount of income that you're receiving from your employer. The general rule is 3.5 times your income, but we can go up to a maximum of 4.5 times your income, but there's other certain criteria that you need to adhere to.
Okay, so if a couple is coming to you, is it only one salary that you take into account?
It's both gross salaries added together. We can try taking bonuses and overtime, but it depends on if they're guaranteed or not and what time frame they have been received over.
So in terms of the dreaded paperwork, what needs to be provided?
So with regards to the paperwork, for an employee, you need to provide 3 months pay slips, a salary certificate, 6 months bank statements for accounts not held with AIB, and then the mortgage application form needs to be completed. For self-employed, it is 3 years audited accounts from your accountant and confirmation that your tax affairs are up to date, as well as the 6 months bank statements for any accounts not held with AIB and the mortgage application form.
Okay, and are there other factors that you take into account, such as maybe other loans or childcare or things like that?
Yeah, absolutely. If you have loan repayments that are there, you'll also need to provide the statements for that. And if there's childcare costs involved, that needs to be put into the mortgage application to try find out how much of a loan you can borrow also, yes.
Okay, so then you're going to give me this sanction in principle document, which is a very useful document because then when I go looking at houses, I can show that to the estate agent and I can say I'm good for this amount of money. So in a sense it shows that I'm a genuine potential purchaser for a property. I think that's a great document. Is there another document that comes after that?
Yes, so when you've identified the property, you notify your mortgage advisor for what's called a letter of offer to be issued to you. This is a pack for legal documents that need to be filled out between you and your solicitor, and that's issued at that stage. The letter of offer is then valid for a further 6 months, and that replaces the sanction principle letter.
Okay, and are there conditions in this letter of offer?
Yes, there can be. It depends on the application that's come through, but the main ones would be home insurance, where you need to provide the home insurance policy, life cover, or mortgage protection as it's called also. That policy will need to be provided to ourselves, an evaluation report to state the value of the property that also need to be provided. Then the other documentation will come from your solicitor.
A lot of people dread it. They really do dread this aspect of buying the house, going to the bank, talking about the mortgage, giving all the paperwork. Yeah. Well, what reassurance or encouragement would you give?
I'd advise customers to come in and talk to your mortgage advisor. It's very reassuring at the end of it, of talking through the whole application process of what is required and finding out how much you can borrow. It is about an hour, I would think, of an appointment, but people feel relaxed after it and they do find out the information that is required, and then they can get through the next steps of getting the documentation together to get a sanction in principle in place for them so that they can go out to estate agents and find a home, hopefully.
Very good. Okay. Thank you, Caroline. I hope you found this video informative. You're very welcome to contact the parties involved. Thank you.